Take 3. My phone went off, and they were going to demonetize my video. Every time my ringtone go off, they demonetize my video. So I just restarted because I only had 1 card out. So let's see what guidance we have for the collective. This is what I like to consider my weekend collective. You guys can take this for the next couple days. You can take it for 1 day. I mean, you can just listen to the message. So let's see what messages we have. But if you were to put a time, if you need a time, this would be for the next 3 days according to whenever you watch it. Alright, so we have 1 here. It says, I find comfort in knowing that I'll always be by my side. Okay, you always got you. Alright, so with self-trust here, it says, I listen to my body's inner knowing. I am guided by its solid advice. Why are you looking at me like that? Alright. I think that's my mom. So we have self-worth. It says, I deserve the best that life has to offer. You better motherfucking know it. Alright, so for a lot of you guys, I feel like you just really need to trust yourself right now. Trust that you're enough, okay? You're always going to have you. You're always going to be there by your side. I feel like for some of you guys, you could be feeling like lacking, because underneath here we have self-worth. It says the way I treat myself is a direct reflection of my values. So I feel like for some of you guys, you need to nurture yourself a little bit more. Okay? Get in the habit of doing things for you. I tell my clients all the time, when you get up in the morning, first thing you do, when you get up in the morning, first of all, let me put you in the perspective of what you need to be doing. When you get up in the morning and you open your eyes, you open your motherfucking eyes. Nobody comes and pries them bitches open for you. You wake up, you open your eyes, you get up, you do whatever you got to do, you get yourself prepared for the day. Mind you, I keep saying you, because no one else is doing this for you. You're doing this for yourself. So when you get up in the morning, the first thing you need to do is nurture yourself. You need to take care of yourself. I tell all my clients, when you get up in the morning, think of the one thing that you would like to do that day. And then do that. Fuck everything else, okay? Everything else gonna be all right. Do what you, if the first thing you want to do is make you a cup of coffee, read the morning news, go scroll social media, do that. And then after you're satisfied, then you take on the rest of your day. Because if you're not happy starting off your day, nothing else in the day is going to fall into alignment. So you got to take care of you first so that everything else falls into alignment for you. Like attracts like. All right. So let's see here. I do not. What is it? I'm good. All right. So let's see here. Let me put on my lip gloss because my lips look chapped. I got my cheap lip gloss today. My fancy in my purse. I feel like going to get it. Alright, so let's see here. That cheap lip gloss, that one right there, be busting now. Don't leave no sticky feel. Nothing, you know. I can't find it no more. Alright, so let's see what messages, what guidance we have for the collective. Messages, guidance. Yeah, some of you guys are dealing with a lot of regrets. 5 cups here. I feel like someone's taking action. Someone could be feeling as though they've been manipulated. 6 of Swords here, feeling like it's time for them to move forward. So a lot of you guys are dealing with issues of self-worth, because you may have felt as though someone has manipulated you, or that something you've manifested has not come into form. But you really just need to find your strength to retreat from a situation, to move forward, be in alignment with your own truth. 4 Swords in reverse. Some of you guys have retreated into yourself. This ain't even a reading, y'all. This is a whole nother reading. So I feel like 6 wands here. I mean, 6 swords, 9 wands. This is about finding strength to move forward, taking action, change the way you feel around a situation. 4 swords. Again, be in alignment with your truth, or be in alignment with a new beginning. We're going to turn that up. I don't like that in reverse. I feel like this is about retreating, changing the way you feel and retreating from a situation. Because there's a new opportunity. Ace of Cups. Alright, so let's see what messages, what guidance do we have. Y'all, my kids is making all kind of noise, all kind of distractions. And maybe the energy we got, because we got a lot of cards that are falling out. Messages for the collective. Yeah, some of you guys got a lot of interferences. Some of them are coming from within yourself. You're at a crossroads. 8 of Swords. Lacking confidence. Feeling unable to create a path. But in actuality, your hands are tied because you're choosing to allow them to be. I say it all the time, y'all. Where there's a will, there's a way. Death in reverse with the Ace of Wands. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you could be turning down a new opportunity, or there's a new opportunity that is being turned down. King of Pentacles here. Someone could be in the space of really needing to be confident about taking action on something. Eight of Pentacles here, investing in something, working on something. I feel like this is a cycle that is coming to an end. But I feel like someone needs to be confident about the movement forward. So Justice here with the Devil card here. This is the end of end of a karmic situation. This is the end of a karmic situation. Star here, I feel like someone needs to see the bigger picture. There's wish fulfillment here, but someone has to change their perspective. Someone is looking at a situation from faulty views. Justice here, needing to see balance. But instead, Devil energy here, maybe seeing, you know, fear, obsession, maybe even guilt, shame. Those are the type of energies, low vibration, that come with the Devil. So with the Star here, it's about seeing the bigger picture. Hangman is about changing your perspective. What you're gaining is wish fulfillment. It may not seem, I say all the time, in life when we have these trials, when we have these shifts, when we have these endings, it never seems like it's wish fulfillment. It never seems like it's what we need. But in actuality, it's putting us in alignment with a path that we're supposed to be on. I did see the Two of Wands on here. So you're really moving into a path like your own dominion. You're moving down your own path. It's a new path for you. But Six of Wands here with the Six of Cups and the Seven of Wands. Some of you guys are resisting because there's some issues here, past energies that need to be balanced out. So some of you guys, there's some past fears, triggers or something that need to be balanced out. That may be why you're in the space of just in suspension. Ace of Pentacles here, new opportunity here, Nine of Cups here. That's going to bring wish fulfillment. But your fears are an obstacle here. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, you got to work through your fears. I feel like a situation is ending. A karmic situation, a toxic situation. There's like justice to whatever bullshit this is. But for a lot of you guys, you're not seeing it as wish fulfillment because you've got accustomed to that sort of energy. You got accustomed to having that sort of vibration around you. But there's an adjustment into wish fulfillment. There's an adjustment into big picture energy. But you got to overcome these past triggers. You got to overcome these past emotions. You got to overcome these past issues. Okay? So I feel like it's about working through your fears, or like working through the dark a little bit. Alright. So we got a lot of major energy here. Justice here, Libra energy, Devil here, Capricorn energy, Star here, Aquarian energy, Hangman here, Scorpio energy. I feel like that's Pisces energy as well, but I'm not sure. So I know it's Scorpio energy. Moon card here, Pisces energy. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, this could be something that you're working on. This doesn't necessarily have to be like a relationship. You could have some fears of a new investment. You could be not taking action based off those fears, because even under here, the Ace of Wands in reverse is not taking action on an opportunity. With that 9 Wands, Ace plus 1 is 10, but taking that back, that's 8 Wands. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're needing to move forward, but you're in this kind of shell, because a lot of you guys are dealing with regrets. You feel as though you're unable to manifest because there has been an ending. Something has ended. And it's ended, it's almost like without your consent, or I don't know if this could be a job. You could have lost your job and you could be like, what the fuck do I go now? There could be some restrictions to your path because you're not confident about moving forward. Listen, your own energy moving down your path can affect you in a negative or a positive way. If you're in the space of dealing with a lot of fears, dealing with a lot of negative energy, you're going to get restricted by that energy because you're not going to make the best decisions for yourself moving forward. You're going to make decisions based off that restriction, based off that fear. So for a lot of you guys, it could be about balancing out your mind and heart, facing your fears, seeing the bigger picture, and really changing your perspective about moving forward. If you've been in the space of looking at past emotions, say for instance, this is about moving into a relationship. If you're focused on past emotions, you're focused on what was, you're never going to be able to move forward and experience what is, because you're going to be so preoccupied with emotions that aren't even there anymore, emotions that you're creating through these memories. Now, if you're trying to create something moving forward, say with this Six of Cups, the Six of Wands here, if you're trying to create something moving forward and you're in a space of feeling as though you're going to fail based off of past attempts that were not successful. I'm not going to say past failures, because no one ever fails. You try. It's trial and error. Everything you do is trial and error. Listen, I've been working on something and I have had to redo the same thing like 30 times in order to get the right consistency, the right texture, the right wording, the right colors. Like, it is trial and error. For a lot of you guys, you're allowing the errors to become like a prison for you to be able to move forward. And even if it's not what you're creating, even if it is emotional, those errors from past relationships, those lessons that you've learned in the past, you're allowing that pain that's associated with those lessons to prevent you from really being able to focus on moving forward. So for a lot of you guys, it's about really setting yourself apart from that energy, facing those fears, going through the dark, the lower vibrations, understanding why they're there. Like, a lot of times when we are dealing with emotional situations where we're afraid to move forward, is because we're afraid of feeling that rejection. We're afraid of feeling that pain. We're afraid of going through a painful situation, because we're taught to walk away from pain. And sometimes we associate people, places, things with pain. But in actuality, each person, each place, each thing is different from what you've experienced previously, because that is in the past. Every experience that you have moving forward is a new experience. So you really kind of need to be open about experiencing life that way. It's a new lesson. It's a new experience. These relationships, these jobs, these desires, these goals, all of it is energy. It really doesn't matter what it is. All of it is energy, and it's about your perspective in moving forward with that energy. So for a lot of you guys, you have Ace of Pentacles here, a new opportunity. Okay, Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity that is given to you. You don't have to do anything to get this except receive it, be in a space of receiving it. So you have an opportunity that is offering you Nine of Cups, material wealth, material happiness, emotional fulfillment, wish fulfillment. This is joy. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, in order to get this, you have to go through this moon. You have to go through these emotions. You have to understand why you're still having these triggers. You have to understand why you're still having these emotions in order for you to overcome them. For some of you guys, you could just be going through, heartache or pain from a previous situation. Maybe you just got out of something. You're going through these feelings of regret or rejection or fear, and it's just about understanding these are natural, normal human emotions. Every time there's a change in our life, there's a chemical reaction that goes on in our body that triggers us into fearing what's next, because we don't know. But it's not about knowing. When you're in this life as a spiritual being experiencing a human experience, you need to focus on what you need, what you're feeling moving forward. Your mind is only gonna create scenarios for you. It's like like a Rain Man, when he got all the numbers in his head. Like, your mind is kind of like that. When you have these situations, your mind creates 1,000 scenarios of what could go wrong, what could go right. But because we're human, and the human side of us wants to keep us bound and protected, it's not about keeping us bound and in a negative place, but keeping us bound and protected. It uses fear and panic and anxiety to create these scenarios that you would only be focusing on what is negative or what is restricting. But in actuality, in this life, it's about freedom. Okay, you are in a physical form. You are restricted already, but it's about finding the freedom within that restriction. So you have this 3D restriction that you're needing to overcome in order for you to really feel this spiritual and high vibration type of experience. In order to get that, you have to detach from these energies, these past energies, balance them out moving forward by understanding it's a human emotion. I'm human. I'm supposed to feel these things, but I'm not supposed to allow these human experiences or these human emotions to restrict me from getting on the path that I need to get to in order to evolve. Okay? It is a day-to-day thing. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. It's literally a day-to-day thing. It's a day-to-day activity. Every day you have to talk to yourself. Yeah, blah, blah. That's fine. Every day you have to talk to yourself. Every day you have to, give yourself a pep talk. Every day you have to bring yourself back, ground yourself, okay? I'm moving forward, so I need to stay concentrated and focused on moving forward, not allowing myself to get restricted or brought back by these emotions that I can't, these old memories that I cannot change. Like, you can't change anything in the past. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, 6 of Cups, you're still living in those memories. You can't change them. You got to move forward. There's a balance that needs to happen. 6 of Wands, 6 of Cups. So for a lot of you guys, I feel like you need to resist just like going back into those feelings, those emotions. There's end to karma. Some of you guys, I'm going to be honest with you, the karma is your own perspective, is how you see life. So you're putting an end to these sort of energies. Like, don't go back. Allow yourself to evolve past being restricted by your thoughts, being restricted by your fears, being restricted by, memories that you cannot change, and create new memories in your life, memories that you can, alter as you go. So for a lot of you guys, if you're focusing on past hurt, understand that that's in the past. You have the ability to create present joy, future joy, okay? What you put out into the universe is what you attract back. So you have this opportunity, 9 Cups, Ace of Pentacles, that's going to bring happiness, like I'm telling you. But for a lot of you guys, it's really about like overcoming these 3D type of energies. So I want to clarify the Hangman, the Devil, the Moon. I feel like I put some more cards up. I want to see why this Ace of Wands and this Death card was in reverse. 8 of Swords. And we're going to clarify the 7 of Wands, because I want to know what's the resistance here. And the Moon card. So we're going to clarify pretty good amount here. Let me put them how I want them to go. When I clarify, I don't put them back in the order that I got them from. I literally put them in whatever order that my hands put them in. Because I feel like when I clarify, it tells me a deeper message to what's going on. So Ace of Pentacles here. Let's clarify this Ace of Pentacles. Actually, I was not clarifying them, but I guess I have to now because they're out. So why is this Ace of Pentacles here? What is the opportunity? We have Moon card here, so the opportunity may be hidden for some of you guys. 6 of Wands, because you're needing to move forward. You're needing to take action, move forward. It's just time for you to move toward this new opportunity. This is the transformation. So some of you guys, it's not about just moving forward. It's about moving forward in faith. It's about removing the fear, moving forward, and understanding that that's your victory. Regardless of what you're moving forward, you're moving away from something that was not in the best vibration for you, something that was binding you, something that was karmic and maybe even toxic. Moving forward toward victory is the transformation. The victory is getting out of that. Okay. And that's the opportunity. So you don't have to, like, you just have to move forward. That's the opportunity, and you're going to be granted the rewards for your movement. So 9 of Cups here, the reward is material happiness. The reward, 9 of Cups is like having everything, okay? Why is this 9 of Cups here? We have Queen of Swords here, and it's about seeing that you have that. So for a lot of you guys, I feel like it's more about, yeah, abundance is under here. There's happiness under here, but only when you see the truth. When you see that this sorrow is, when you become aware that this sorrow, that this heartbreak. So for a lot of you guys, like I told you, you are going through something. Like you're going through a breakup, or you're going through a loss of something. But you have to see that this loss is like an awakening. This loss is something that's putting you on the path of a new life. Like, this is a blessing. Understanding, judgment here, 9 of Cups, seeing, making the decision that this is happiness. So I do feel like for a lot of you guys, it's about changing your perspective. I said that earlier, Hangman here, changing your perspective. You're looking at this from negative, viewpoints, negative standpoints, but it's actually wish fulfillment. I feel like you need to stop resisting this new opportunity. Stop turning down being able to create a new life for yourself. So Devil here. Why is this Devil here? We got 2 of Wands here. You're fearing going down a new path. 8 of Cups, yep. So for a lot of you guys, you're fearing walking away from some sort of partnership. You're fearing walking away from something. You're fearing now you could be dealing with the Capricorn, and you're fearing going down a new path, walking away from that partnership. 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles here. You could be fearing someone else walking away. 4 of Swords here, 6 of Pentacles, moving toward or making adjustments toward a foundation. The problem that I'm seeing here, the fear is moving. The fear is the new path. regardless of what the fuck is going on, regardless of who is involved here, the fear is going in a new path. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, you got to work through those fears. Like, you've manifested what you want, but maybe the fear of not actually obtaining that is causing you to like kind of second guess yourself. You could even be wanting to hold on to something that you know is toxic, but it's the end of that. You can't hold on to that anymore. You literally have to move forward. Like, the universe is pushing you forward. You don't really have a choice anymore. So Hangman here, I do feel like you're in suspension here because you're needing to see things from a different perspective. And literally, this man has an apple and an egg over his head. So that is wisdom and rebirth. For a lot of you guys, you need to see the wisdom that you're being reborn. You're moving into a new state, a new ascension. Why is this Hangman here? Queen of Cups here. Hierophant, Seven of Swords. So for a lot of you guys, I feel like your beliefs are causing you to have these unstable thoughts. Queen of Cups here. High Priestess, Two of Swords. You know that you're stuck. You know that you're in suspension. But you also know that you need to bring peace to your thoughts. So for a lot of you guys, Hierophant here, Queen of Cups, this could be a relationship. Okay, this could be a mother type of energy. Maybe there needs to be a change in the effort. I feel like somebody's lying here. So someone's perspective, someone needs to trust what they feel. Queen of Cups is all about making decisions off what you feel. Hierophant talks about your beliefs with the Seven of Swords. So for a lot of you guys, you need to change your perspective because you're not trusting what you feel. You're basing your decision off of unstable beliefs. Listen, the things that we learn in this life, they're how do you say? They're neither here or there. Like, you listen, you understand, but everything needs to come from your perspective. It needs to come from your higher intuition, meaning you don't need to base the decisions that you make in your life off of something you've been taught by an organization, by a person, by anyone other than what's coming from within yourself, because your path comes within you. Their path comes within them. They can't direct you on your path if it's coming from them. You feel what I'm trying to tell you? Like, all of us have access to the cosmic collective, or the cosmic conscious, the collective conscious, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. We all have access to that higher knowledge. So in order for you to really tap into this path the way that you need to tap into it, you need to detach from the mass consciousness, from other beliefs. You need to focus on what's within you, the knowledge that you are obtaining in this life, and you need to, make adjustments based off of that. Give me 1 second, y'all. Had to give me some more water. All right, so Ace of Wands in reverse. Let's see why this Ace of Wands is in reverse. Why is this Ace of Wands in reverse? Knight of Wands. So for a lot of you guys, you're really taking your time. Yo, let me tell you something. This opportunity that you're not taking action on. Knight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. Your desire is to really move towards something else. Is to really invest on a day-to-day energy toward your wants. I feel like for a lot of you guys, your feelings are pulling you in a direction, but you feel like it's too much work. You need to release that perspective. You need to take action on it's not too much work. You just need to take action. Like, you're lacking taking action on what you desire. So a lot of times we get stuck and we wonder why we're not moving. I don't know what to do. You just need to take action. You need to put one foot in front of the other. Put it on paper. Like, if you don't even know what you want to do, write on a piece of paper, what are my next moves? And then you're going to be stuck. You'll be like, okay, what are my next moves? What do I want to do? Keep writing. What do I want to do? Do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? Do I want to do this? Start doing a fucking checklist. What do you want to do? If you want to write, you want to start a newspaper. Okay, what do I need to do to start a newspaper? Where do I find the paper? Where do I find a printing company? What laws restrict me from writing? Like, you need to figure out what you need to do. Okay? For a lot of you guys, this is about your career. It's just about, even if you don't know what you want to move into, what I want to do, start all those questions that you would ask someone else, put them on a piece of paper to ask yourself and see what you come up with. So we got Death card in reverse. I do feel like there's a transformation. Death card in reverse is an unavoidable transformation. Eli, the mailman out there. Yeah, I got a package. Okay. So the Death card in reverse is an unavoidable transformation. Or it could also be that someone is not allowing themselves to transform. 10 of Wands, Page of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Someone feels burdened by this new opportunity because it's a big commitment. But I'm going to be honest with you. King of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, the transformation has already happened. Okay? Someone feels burdened about having to move forward toward new life, having to receive a new life, even though it's good news. I feel like it's just a fear of having something new that... It's the fear. More than anything, it's the fear. So 8 of Swords here, the fear keeps you restricted. Literally here. I told you I put them how I see them when I lay them out again. What is that?
A whole bunch of bottled mugs. First of all, they even package you know it's hot.
Yo, I'm sorry.
And he peeking in here trying to see if there's something valuable.
Oh Lord. So 8 of Wands here with the Moon card here. So let's see why this 8 of Swords here with the Moon card here. Like I said, when I lay them out, how I see them is how I see them. So 8 of Swords, Moon card here. I feel like for a lot of you guys, the restriction is your fears. And that's literally what this is. 8 of Swords here with the Moon. The restriction is your fears. So Star here, I feel like for a lot of you guys, you really need to see the bigger picture. Star, Chariot, Emperor, these are very big pictures. I feel like the bigger picture here is that you need to be motivated at setting boundaries to these fears, setting boundaries to these restrictions, okay? Turn it down. I feel like for a lot of you guys, there could be some interference. Aquarius energy here, Cancerian energy here, Aries energy here. Some of you guys could be in a space of setting some restrictions on a situation, feeling restricted by a situation, feeling like your hands are tied, feeling like there's a lack here. But in actuality, I feel like the only restriction is fear. It's just fear. Your hands are not tied. Someone is trying to stay in control of a situation, so they want to... I feel like someone is using fear to stay in control of a situation because there's a worry here about someone moving forward, or worried here about being independent of a situation or being alone. For some of you guys, I pick up a lot of energy of that. So Moon card here, Death, there's an end to that fear. Someone's going to come through this. What I tell you, Universe, Ace of Swords, shitting me. There's going to be a change to the foundation. Somebody's going to come through this. Justice here. Like I told you, there's a karmic situation that's coming to an end. Someone is resisting this end because they fear of having to be, I guess, alone or be out on their own. On my own. Okay, anyway, there's nothing wrong with being on your own. That's the path. We come here alone, okay? And I feel like the greatest fear that we have is that we're going to be alone, but we are supposed to be alone. Like even when you're in a relationship, you're in a relationship. You're not melded into the relationship. The relationship is not even a real tangible thing. It's an energy. It's a title. So for a lot of us, it's that fear of having, I feel like the fear of being alone for a lot of us is really the fear of getting on the right path. Because once you become alone, you become more focused on you. And that puts you on the path even if you don't want to be in the path. Like, I'm going to just be 100% real with you. So I feel like that's our ego, afraid to detach us from the collective, okay, in a physical sense, okay, because detaching from the physical collective and melding into the spiritual collective, I mean, you're an individual, but you're never alone. Like, you're never alone. When you understand that concept, that you're never alone, I don't know, it changes everything. It becomes, you lose the physical attachment to needing anyone or anything. So let's see what messages, what guidance we have. I mean, you want those connections. Don't get it twisted. Like, don't feel like when you go into your higher self, you're not going to want people around. I'm not saying that. But you're going to be more selective about who you allow around and who you want around. You're going to be like, I just don't want to fucking deal with that shit. Trust me. But it's just, it's more freeing. It's more peaceful. I don't know how to explain it without sounding like a nut. Well, I don't think I sound like a nut. I don't know. I just understand the perception, you know. So for a lot of you guys, no, they said no, I don't sound like a net. You know what I'm saying? So for a lot of you guys, right now is the perfect time for some abundance to come in, okay? They're telling you to do not stop. You got to keep moving, okay? The situation will improve. There is no need to worry. Yes. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you know, like I keep telling you, fear is your only obstacle. If you fear being alone, I mean, it's just the fear of having to focus on you, having nothing to distract you from your path. If you fear moving into this new career or this new relationship, it's because you fear your own success. You fear your own abundance. You fear becoming different than what you have been perceived before. Fuck all that. You need to step into your light. That's all I got. Till next time, y'all.